Well, howdy folks, it's Hoop here. Back again, going to try something new this week. I want to try to do a onion stuffed pork loin, French onion style. It's going to be a pork loin, and I'm going to open it up, cut it thin all the way around, and try to turn it into a flat slab of meat. And then I'm going to grill some onions and put them in the middle of it, along with some cheese. And we're going to roll it back up, tie it down good and tight, and put it on the Traeger. Hopefully it'll be good. We'll see how it goes. Y'all stay with me. Okay, here's what we're going to use. This is a pork loin roast, I think is what it's called. There's two different things that you can buy. There's a pork tenderloin, and they're usually smaller and, about that long or so. But they don't have as much fat, and they are just not ideally suited for this situation. This is a pork tenderloin, not a tenderloin. This is a pork loin roast. It's got a little more fat in it. It's a little bigger, a little more solid. You can see it's not, cut up. It's not real small. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take a knife here, and I'm going to cut around a couple of times, here to here, and see if I can unfold this thing. We want to turn it into kind of a flat sheet right here on the cutting board. And I'm not going to film that because it's going to take me a little time, because you need to go pretty slow. You don't want to make a mistake. So anyway, that's what we're going to do, and I'll be back with you shortly. Okay, we're back. As you can see, it's just a rectangular piece of meat. Not bad at all. So what we'll do is we'll put our filling, or whatever we decide to stuff this with, and we'll talk about that in a minute, inside here. Smear it all over here, just lay it all in here. The onion, the cheese, whatever else, and then we'll just roll this thing back up and tie it off with some cooking string, and it'll go on the Traeger just like that, and cook it through, and we'll go from there. Y'all hang around. We're going to see how this turns out. Okay, folks, I've got this flattened out here. I've seasoned the meat here with some just regular salt, some black pepper, and some onion powder. We're going to just let it kind of sit here a minute, and then I'm going to prepare the onions and things. They need to be sauteed, cooked down to what I call clear, but there's going to be some beef broth with it, and also some melted butter along with it, and that kind of thing. So instead of trying to do that on the Blackstone and keep up with the liquid, which there's no way you're going to, we'd lose too much of it, I'm going to do them on the stove top. But it'll be good either way. So I'm going to move this to the side, cut up my onions, and get my other stuff together and get that stuff taken care of. Okay. I'm going to mix up the stuff in here. This is our onions. I think you can see them. Yep. I'm going to saute them down, get them started cooking here. And then we're going to add some beef broth and a little bit of thyme and a little bit of rosemary. I like rosemary. I think it goes with pork very well. It's a nice. I like it. This has got a little bit of olive oil in it and some butter to saute these onions down. When they get started cooking here in a minute, we'll add the beef broth. I'm going to turn this exhaust fan on. I'm starting to get onion in my eyeballs. So we'll get this going here in a minute and get it all done, and I'll finish up here in a little bit. Okay, these onions are starting to get a little soft and starting to get slightly transparent. They're not anywhere close to ready yet, but I think it's about time to add the beef broth and the other seasonings here, the rosemary and the thyme. So we're just going to dump that in. Get that all in there. I'll show you what I'm using for beef broth. I like it better than the old canned or boxed beef broth. I buy this. I keep it in the refrigerator. They've got several different versions of it. There's chicken and vegetable, and it works very well. It's just a heavy paste, as you can see. Mix a little water with it and make as much beef broth as you want. Now, okay, we got this stuff going now. I'm gonna let this cook down. Get these onions cooked down really, really well. It'll take probably, I don't know, 20 minutes or so, and then we'll move on with getting the pork loin stuffed. So I'll be back in a little while. Okay, the onions are done to where I want them. We're just gonna, I guess I'm gonna set this right here. This is a hot pan. I'll put it over here on the granite, and then I'll just scoop some of this up, and we're gonna spread it out over this thing, and then I'm gonna put some cheese on here. And that'll be that. Let's see, we'll use a spoon here. See if we can get some of this stuff out and over. There we go. Yeah, that's gonna look good. I can tell right now, the next time I do this, I need to maybe slice this loin just a little thinner, maybe make it a little bigger, spread it out some. I guess I could also possibly cover it with some saran wrap or something, and then use a meat mallet and flatten it a little more, thin it out that way. But it's going to be a little bulky here, but oh well, first time, you know, that's why you practice this. You do it, and you find things you think you didn't need to do a little differently. So that's what we'll do this time. So anyway, okay, I think that's enough of that. We're gonna get some cheese out. Okay, I'm actually kind of lazy, so I don't grate my own cheese, but this is a mixture of grated Swiss and I don't know how to pronounce that, Gruyere or something like that. I just buy this at H-E-B. Those of you in Texas know what that is. The people not without H-E-B, you don't know what you're missing. But anyway, we're going to just sprinkle this this cheese out here on here, spread it out. See if we can get it going. Get it all spread here. I like a lot of cheese. It's probably too much. It's going to be just running out the edges, but that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Cheese, like bacon, makes everything better. Don't have any bacon in this. I guess I probably should put some bacon in here too. I don't know how French that would be. This is supposed to be French onion style, so I guess I'll stay off the bacon. All right, and there we go. That's enough of that. Now I'm going to just roll this up and try to keep all the innards in place. And we'll go there, and then we've got the cooking string, and we'll try to pull this up there and hold it together. That's going to be all right. We got another one here. Pull it up. Put a surgeon's throw on there. If you read my bio, you'll see I am veterinarian, actually a surgeon. So, and we got one more to go. So now the surgeon's throw to get the knot to hold. There we go. And there we are. All right. Here, rinse my hands off. Okay, I kind of think this is going to be pretty good. All right, I'm going to shut the camera off now for a few minutes. We're going to move this operation outside after I get the trailer warmed up. I hadn't turned it on yet, so it'll be a few minutes, but I'll turn this back on after we move outside. Okay, we're back out here. Got the trailer hot. Here's our pork loin. I'm going to flip it over here and get it on the pit. We're going to do it fat side up so some of those juices can kind of run down in there. I'm going to try to stuff some of this onion stuff back up in there. I'm going to set it right about there, and put a little of that on top. We don't want to waste any of this good stuff. I went to too much trouble to make it. So there's that. Let me get my hands wiped off here a little bit. So now we're going to plug in some, these are meter probes. It's the brand. They work very, very well. They'll give you both the internal temperature and also the ambient temperature, so you can kind of keep up with how hot your pit is and how hot your actual food is. I've been using them for, I don't know, a couple of years now. My son gave them to me for Christmas, for my birthday present one year. It was greatly appreciated. They're not cheap, I can tell you that. Probably about, I don't know, a set like this is a 4 probe set. They're probably about $400, $300, somewhere along in there. And there we are. We'll turn this thing on, let it match up with the probes there. It's Wi-Fi. I can get in my truck and drive to the next town, and they will. I can still check the temperature from 100 miles away. So as long as I've got internet access, so they're connecting now, and we'll get that. And one of them's connected. Come on, number one's connected, so we're up and running on that. We're going to shut this down. I'm going to take these things to about 140, 150 or so, and then I'm going to take it off the Traeger and then move it inside into my oven. Run the oven up about 350, 375. And cook them till they're done internally. I know pork's done supposedly at 160, I think, 165, whatever the number is. I like mine a little more done than that. I'm old-fashioned that way. So we'll probably take them up to about 175 before we call it off. But anyway, that's where we go, and I'm gonna move it into the oven, like I say, in the house, to bring the temperature up to that temperature to kind of brown the top and finish the cook process. Okay, folks, I've got another cook going right now for lunch, dinner, whatever you want to call it. It's the onion stuffed pork loin. I decided I needed a side dish, so I think I'm going to do some Hasselback potatoes. It's pretty easy to do, pretty quick, other than the cook time. So y'all hang around, and we're going to run through that here in a few minutes. Okay, here we are. These are just bacon potatoes. They're small. You can buy any size you want. That's about perfect for a single person meal. My wife is out of town, so it's just me cooking for myself today. I am going to take a dish out to my father-in-law here in a little bit also. So I'm going to cook 2 potatoes. It doesn't matter how many. It's basically the same procedure.
So what we're going to do on these potatoes, I took them and I washed them real good. I used a little scouring pad just to kind of take the outside edge of the skin off. But other than that, that's all we're doing there. So what we're going to do is I usually start in the middle just for the heck of it. You cut down into the potato. Ah, darn it, I just messed that one up. You don't want to go all the way through like that. That's a good lesson in what not to do. So you cut down about like that, about 1/8 of an inch slices. Just go down like that and just continue to do it all the way down. And I'm going to do that, and then I'll turn the camera back on when I finish. Okay, so I've got these done. You can see they're all cut through on this side anyway. And then my big goof here. And I'm going to tell you exactly why that happened, and it's a good lesson. I did that because my knife wasn't sharp enough. It didn't. It was too hard. I was having to push too hard to cut, so I pushed too hard and went all the way through. It doesn't matter. It'll be fine. But a good example of why you want a good sharp knife. Now I'm gonna baste these with some butter. I actually use ghee. I buy ghee in a jar at the store. I use it for a lot of things. I cook with it a lot. It's basically just clarified butter, but it doesn't burn. It has a higher smoke point. It won't burn as quick. I use it on my Blackstone when I'm cooking pancakes or any type of bread product of some kind, toasting hamburger buns, whatever. It works great. I like it. Give it a try. I think you'll like it too. So anyway, we're going to get some ghee out here and get me a little basting brush or whatever I can happen to find around here, and we'll get that done. Okay, here's the ghee. This is what I use. It's you can buy. There's several different brands. I mean, this just happened to be the one that I picked up. It's like I say, clarified butter. I took the label off the jar because it's a foil label, and I popped this in the microwave just to kind of melt it down a little bit. I keep it in the refrigerator. You don't have to. At least I don't think you do. But I do. And I'm just going to really slather these potatoes down really, really good with it. When you put them in the oven to cook, those cuts will actually open up. So it'll kind of open the potato up. It's basically just a baked potato. It's just a little different take on it. This stuff works really, really well. But anyway, that's kind of what we're going to do here. Now that that's done, I'm going to put a little pepper on them. And then also some salt. And get them all seasoned up real good. And that's got that. And then we'll do a little salt on them here. This is just pink Himalayan salt. I don't think it makes any difference. I know some people say you need pink Himalayan, it's healthier or whatever. Black sea salt or whatever. That's what happens to be in here. I think my wife bought it. Anyway, that's kind of where we are. All right, what we're going to do is we'll pop these in the oven here at about 425. We'll cook them a little while until they start getting a little bit opened up. That potato will open up some. And when it kind of opens up, I'll take them out and I'll baste them again and probably put a little more, may put a little more seasoning on them, may not. And then I'll finish cooking them till they're done. It's just like a baked potato. Okay, folks, here it is. It's off. I took it to about 170 internal temperature. I changed my mind about bringing it in and putting it in the oven. I just upped the temp on the Traeger to 375 and let it finish. I've got some potatoes in the oven, and I didn't want to interfere with that. So here's the big reveal. We're going to try to slice a piece of it off here, and let's see how it looks. We'll start about right here and maybe whack that right there. See how the little roll looks. Okay, it's cut. Get the fork out. Turn this thing, and there it is. That don't look too bad at all, does it? Okay, well, we ought to be able to have some pretty good eats there. Okay, potatoes are out. As you can see, they're kind of opened up a little bit. They've had butter basted on here, or actually ghee basted on here 2 or 3 times. While we're cooking them, they're done. Got some breadcrumbs on there, and I've got to take some of this out to my father-in-law. So I'm gonna go ahead and transfer it over here to a little pan to take to him, and we'll top these with some. Let me put a little bit of this is just some Italian herbs, some basil, some oregano. I don't know. There's something else, some parsley probably. Not anything big deal. It's just more of a kind of a little addition to it there. And I think I'm going to get a little spoon or something and drizzle a little bit of this butter on there, and that'll pretty much be about it. Kind of do it right there, and do that. Let me kind of tilt this bowl. And there we are. And that's that. Well, here it is plated. Looks pretty good. I'm going to let you know how it tastes. Well, okay, folks. I think I'm going to shut this one down. I'm just going to combine the 2 videos, the Hasselback potatoes and the pork loin. They kind of went together anyway, and at the end I kind of had video covering both of them, so that was good. The pork loin was very good. The onions were yellow onions and just a little sweet. A little sweetness to it, which wasn't bad at all. It was very good. The cheese was good, melted down. May have waited and put the cheese on top a little later. It got a little bit done, just for my taste. As far as the Hasselback potatoes go, they were very good, good flavor and all that. I might have let them cook just a hair longer. They were done, but just barely. I would have liked them done a little bit more. But anyway, it was a good first time out on this meal. I'll do it again, definitely. It was definitely worth repeating. And by the way, it's pairing very, very nice with a nice Pinot Noir. Goes very well with pork. So anyway, thanks for watching. Y'all know what to do. Follow me if you want to. Leave me some comments. Thumbs up, thumbs down. If you give me a thumbs down, please add a comment and let me know what you didn't like about it. I would really appreciate that. It'll give me a little something to work on. So anyway, till next time. See y'all later, and giggle, Maggies.